polskie stoisko, które sponsorowane jest przez Wydział Handlu Polskiej Ambasady w Waszyngtonie, następnie Google Polska, firmę Fragomen, tak samo konsulat amerykański w Krakowie, no i współpracowała przy zorganizowaniu tego stoiska Polish American Chamber of Commerce. Daniel Bara.
Hi.
Are you father of this idea, yes?
I suppose you can say that, yes.
Tell me about your idea and offer for Polish young people who can explain new Polish technology.
Sure. Well, keep in mind that we thought that there's a good fit between what's happening in Poland in their innovation and economic growth, and what's happening in Chicago in innovation and its growth here. And then you have the unique element of having, obviously a very big Polish community here. So that was just something we needed to develop. Techweek, of course, gives you a stage or a platform in which to do that. So last year I was walking through Techweek with Paulina and Wojtek from Google in Krakow, and we actually saw a small booth that said "Invest in Ireland." And I had a little talk with Wojtek and Paulina, and I said, we need to have some sort of presence for Poland here. So I thought about that for a little bit, and then last fall I approached the trade and investment section of the Polish embassy and said, we should do something with technology at Techweek at this conference, and they agreed, and they became our first sponsor. And then, of course, we had Fragomen, due to Anna Morgi and her affiliation with Fragomen, which is the other big private sponsor. What's unique about this is that we have both the Polish government and the U.S. government. In other words, we have the U.S. The consulate in Krakow and the Polish embassy, trade and investment section in Washington, D.C., and then two private firms in Google and Google for Entrepreneurs in Krakow, and Fragomen, which is the world's largest law firm that focuses on immigration. That is a unique element where you're seeing the public and private sectors coming together, government and private business. And then with regards to the idea, it's like, okay, now we have the backers, how do we bring companies from Poland to represent the IT sector? And then, with the help of Google, of course, and the U.S. consulate in Krakow, a contest was organized to select 5 companies to come to Poland and represent Poland and the IT sector. So that was the idea, and that's what happened. And then here we are. So if you've not been to Techweek, you've got to come. It's about 10,000 people, and we think now that we have done this for the first time, we're hoping next year we can grow it even bigger and have more involvement by more sponsors, whether that's from the private or public sector.
Daniel, what is your opinion about this young guys who became from Poland, his offer?
Yes. So, this is the first time for, I think, all of these companies that they've been to Chicago. And why is this? This is a great. I mean, it's just this is an environment that says, okay, we have the tech scene in Chicago growing, and now these offers for Polish companies to come here saying, can we get on market in the U.S. via Chicago? And we think that there's a very good business proposition for that. That said, these are young, early stage companies. You have really, really smart guys who are starting these companies, participating in a contest. So we think this is a fantastic platform for them to gain this exposure.
Daniel, okay, what do you think about next year?
What we want to do is, do we do the same for next year, or do it even bigger? We think we want to do this bigger because we have a lot of interest from other branches of the Polish government, and more importantly, with the technology parks, which are developing companies within Poland that are saying they want to become global and come over onto this market. So it's quite possible we can get 2 times or even 3 times as big for this event next year.
What profit PACC can get when participate in this exhibition?
You know, the PACC as an organizer, you know, has to look at this as, you know, what can we do for our sponsors to give them maximum visibility. So what does the PACC get? PACC gets the recognition of we're putting together something that's very, very high profile, very mainstream. And we hope that doing something like this is going to say to people, you know what, I want to be part of that organization. And you want to drive membership. And then you get other sponsors to come in. Now, you know, the PACC is a non-profit organization. We have to cover costs. So long we do that effectively by doing these types of projects, that's fantastic. But ultimately, we want to add value to be a member. And so you do high-profile projects with corporate sponsorship to be an attractive organization to be a member. So we think this will be interesting to see what happens in the next coming months. Is this going to help membership and develop the organization?
What kind of cooperation you can help to Polish university with the University of Chicago?
Well, I mean, I would think that there's already affiliations with universities in Poland and universities in the Chicago area. So whether that's University of Chicago or Northwestern or Loyola or DePaul, IIT, you know, you want all these to have some sort of connection. What we're doing now is that we're helping some technology parks in Poland establish a relationship with the Illinois Institute of Technology's University Technology Park. So, for example, there's an agreement between the Posen Science and Technology Park and IIT. We think that we can start, you know, continue developing that, you know, over the next couple of years.
Thank you so much. Dziękuję bardzo. Rozmawialiśmy z Danielem Barą.